Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, where you can learn more about me, see what classes and events I have. You can sign up there or call, get in touch with me. Any questions, anything I can help you with. If you also at this website, you can see our products. You can place an order if you so desire. You can sign up to be part of my team. You can sign up to do a workshop, which is what we call our parties. Any questions, anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to ask. So, hope everyone's doing well today. This week, before I get into that, I almost forgot. I just wanted to point, yes, this month, Stampin' Up! Has a special on their mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. It's regularly $60. For the month of March, it's 20% off, so you can get it for $48. So if you've been wanting to get something and you don't want to have to pay the price of the larger one, now's the time, because not only we save money from the larger one, you will also save even more. And they've also chosen some of the bundles that are stamp and die sets that the dies will fit into the little machine. Okay, there's like 13 of them. All right, so that is something to think about if you were looking at that and thinking you might want to get one. This is the mini. This is the full size one. Okay, so there you can see what I did there. That didn't want to close all the way. Anyway, so there's the two. Okay, so and it works the same way. You put these go down. It has little plates. These are like 3 3/4 inches wide. All right, just to give you some idea. Some of the other stamp or die sets that have bigger dies also have small ones that could be used in here. So just kind of a FYI, letting you know that. The other thing, which, where did I put them? That started this month on March 1st is that they are bringing out a stamp and die set and it is a bundle. So if you did want these, you could save 10% by buying the bundle, called Waves of Inspiration, and that's what that's what I'm showcasing this week. Okay, so the stamp and die set are part of it's like a sneak peek, part of what is in the new annual catalog, which begins in May. Between now and when the catalog goes live, they do have some other things that you can order that coordinate with this. They've got some DSP, some foils, and some basic jewels. When the new catalog goes live, these will no longer be available. The stamp and die set will be, but the papers and the rhinestones will not be. All right, that's just a special thing for right now. So if those are something you want, now's the time to get them. It goes until May 2nd, but that doesn't mean that they could run out before then, because it's really as supplies last. But their goal was to try to have it be until, the catalog goes live. So, all right, so that's what I'm going to be using today, and I'll be showing you those here. And all of a sudden I realized I thought I had everything right here, and I don't see that stamp set. Oh, there it is. 1 second. Yeah, I took it over here. This is the stamp case. Okay, so you can see it's got a wave, it's got a pelican, and it has some sentiments. I did make up a storyboard, and I showed this in more detail on my Facebook Live yesterday. There will be a link in the description so that if you wanted to go and take a closer look at that, you can. And the sentiments are: your strength is an inspiration, happy birthday, you're so totally awesome, our friendship is a thing of beauty. And you can see the pelican and the wave and some birds, and then there's a couple of things here for putting sentiments on, some clouds and some birds there. This is this big wave that you could either do something like this, put them together, or just keep them separately, add them to what you stamp. Okay, so I wanted you to be able to at least have a quick look at those. This is the DSP that's available, and how they made these was they poured like paint on a surface and then just like moved it around and then took pictures of it. So this is the ones, so on one side of all of them there's blues, and then on the back there's some other colors. It still looks kind of oceany. Okay, so there's 6 double-sided, and you get 2 of each in a package. Okay, hope you can. Okay, I realized I'm going to go back through them one more time the other way because I think I had the blue over kind of far, so I didn't realize it. Like that, that, that. Oop, get a hold of it here. That, that. Okay, so there's those. And then the foil papers, now all these papers are 12 by 12. The foil is a silver and then 2 different blues, a Night of Navy and Coastal Cabana. Now I did cut those down. I just thought if I just use the smaller pieces and I could kind of hold it like this. I'm trying to hold it so it isn't too glary in your eyes, but so there's that. All right. Oh, and then I was going to show you, where did I have it? Right here. And these are all the, right, you get 10 dies with this set. There's the 2 waves, there's the 2 clouds, and then overlays to give it some more definition, some birds. This is the outline of the pelican, and then these 2 sentiment, what are they called, tag type things. Okay, so let me, and I realized that really we have quite a few stamp sets that can go with this, because we have quite a few that revolve around like the ocean. So there's the Waves of Inspiration. Now from our annual catalog, we have Friends Are Like Seashells. I'm going to move this over. That's the one I'm showing you this week. So Friends Are Like Seashells, Seascape, Well Done, excuse me, Sailing Home. And then I realized from one of the ones I did that this after the storm, because of the clouds and those rays there, can be used. And I'll show you in a little bit what I was thinking after I did it. And then on the horizon, which this is another one from the mini catalog, it has like the seagrass or grass. It could be like, along the shore or right around your way to the shore. And then some wood that's a stamp. And just grab here, and this one is in our mini catalog. Okay, so I just wanted to show you in the mini catalog some other things, because I don't have all of these at this point. A lot of them I'm hoping, it's in my plan to get them, I just don't have them yet. Okay, so here's this one, Oceanfront, and see there's some more grasses. There's, this could be anything. Like these look almost like rocks. This could be sand or water. See how they have it there? There's also Seize the Day, okay, and it's got this cool, on here you can see how it cuts out, like, so it could be like a diorama type thing, okay, there's that one. Then here's the on the horizon, and the one thing that is I didn't have the dies right here, but it has like this fence, that a lot of times you see fences like that near the shore. It's got, again, the grass. This here that could look almost like, you know, like the bathing, the cabana things where people can change. Okay, then there's this one. This is like a bigger one. It's like a background stamp. It's called Gentle Waves, but I saw somebody use it like it can look like water or it can look like sand kind of. So that's kind of cool. And what else is here? Oh, and then here's this one. Let's Set Sail. Okay, and the Sailboat Builder Punch. So there's those. And you may have other things that you think, like even if it's not the whole set, maybe parts of it could go with it. Okay, so let me show you cards that I made yesterday getting ready for my Facebook Live. Now this one is a pretty simple card, okay? That's really the first two cards I made to show them were simple cards. I just took a base, I took a piece of basic white, and I stamped this wave on there. And then I just stamped and a few birds, and I stamped a sentiment. Okay, then I did this one. I added some more color to this, more than I have in there, but otherwise, you know, pretty simple. I added the pelican stamp also. Then this one, I used the thing for the sentiment and popped that up, and I added this piece like to be almost like a dock. And at the time I was like, I just took a piece of, this is gray granite, and I just drew some lines and some little, just to kind of make it look almost like wood. And then I thought about it because I was thinking that we had like a background stamp that was like that, and if we did, it was a long time ago, and I didn't get it. But then that one stamp set I was showing you from On the Horizon, it's kind of like, it's really like almost like a wooden sign, but you could stamp it over and over and get a little kind of something similar there. The other thing I realized is that we do have the yep, it's right here somewhere. I just had it. Oh, this is what else I didn't show you, but I can show you that in a minute. Here it is. It's called Timber, I think is what this, almost broke that. Almost turned it the wrong way. And I just had it here. Yes, this is called Timber. And it's hard to see right here, but if you can see this, it's basically like almost like wood that's been cut, so you can see like the knots and, you know, the grain in it. And so what I did was I put some ink on here, and I used the gray granite, and this is a piece of gray granite cardstock. I inked this up, and then I ran it through, and then you can see the grain. Really all it gives you is the grain, but I wanted to make it look like there was planks more, so I drew some lines that across this way, and then I drew some, you know how like usually they do something kind of like this with the planks. I probably have more in there than I really need, but that's okay. But just to show you, there's some different ways that you can create something like this. All right, so before I go any further, let me just quickly go over the colors that they recommend with this. And that's Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana. This one is Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Pacific Point, and Night of Navy. And you might find some other colors also, because especially when they do something like this, and they like this really is pretty much this color, the Petal Pink and the Coastal Cabana, but you got some that are a little bit, that one might not be as good a one, but sometimes I've noticed that when they have mixtures of colors, sometimes there'll be another color in there, and I think a different color goes maybe better with that paper than what they made, okay, or than what they suggest. But you just can choose what you want, what you would like for, you know, when you're making your cards, your projects, because it's your project, okay. So for today, I was thinking about this, and I go, what can I do that's different? And I kind of wanted to do almost like, one of the ones was almost, can I do an like under the sea type of of thing, and I realized that these are Diorama Dyes, and they don't have any stamps that go with them. But people have used this for different things. I've used them for some things. And one of the things was I made like it to look like some underwater cave or something. So I took this, the third largest one, I guess you'd say, if you count from the outside in, it's number 3, like 1, 2, 3, because there's 7 altogether. Or if you count from the center, then it would be 4, you know, whatever. But the third largest one. Okay, and this is the shape it cuts. And I got thinking about it. I put this on here, and I thought, oh, if I do it, oh, you know, what can I do? Because I knew that if I stamped directly on this paper, you weren't going to be able to see that. So I took a piece of our vellum, and I stamped out a scene, and then I cut this out this way. Cut that out. And I put, actually, because vellum, you have to be a little careful because the tape can show through. So I knew this is where I was going to put the sentiment, so I just put a strip of tape of tape runner there, or you could just put a little bit of liquid glue if that's what you wanted to use. Okay, and I just put it directly on here, almost like to try to make it look like you're looking inside a cave. Okay, then this one I decided it's the same colors, all right, but I took this paper and I cut it out, and then I stamped on and just left it rectangular and put that underneath. And then I got thinking, I tried different things, and I thought, let me slide back in that piece I cut out. And so it's kind of cool, I think, because it kind of gives you more depth, like it's behind it. And then this piece I popped up. Okay, and the rhinestones I used on these, those are from the Waves rhinestone set. Okay, so there's that one. And now and these are from a couple of different, because I used from, just to show you, I used some of the grass from Well Done, and I used, no, not this one. I was thinking it was that one. Maybe I did. I guess I think I just, oh yes, I used one of them. So one from here, and then the other one I used, was from Seascape. Okay, this big one here. And I used the fish from there as well. I didn't put any bubbles on. I could have put some bubbles on, I just realized, but. So I'm going to put together something like this. It's going to be a little different, but to show you that closer in a moment. Then people had been doing this thing. It was like a porthole, that like you're looking at a porthole and just at the ocean, and they had the pelican there. They had the and then I think I put a little too much weight on here, because I think they did it more like it was more a string, but and I did start out with this, not that paper. There's a paper. Anyway, I've got one here. Oh, this paper, not that paper. It's different than that. It had yellow. I've got some here somewhere. It had yellow and pink on it. Oh, it's this one, but this one right now is just the way I cut it. There's none of the petal pink in it, but this piece had it. So in one sense, after I got done, I thought, oh man, it was almost like a waste of the paper, because now I covered that up. But it also would have added to the overall look. If I did that on just a piece of cardstock, it would have looked different. Okay, and I tried different things. I wasn't totally excited. The sun, I should have done a little differently, more yellow, but it is what it is. And I just felt I was able to kind of salvage it a little bit. I used some of this the petal pink there, but then I used a little bit of ink and went over it. No, I did white and then a little bit of petal pink, just to kind of, or maybe it was this color. Anyway, just to kind of like the sun was tinging it a little bit. These are I had another one here too, but these are our here it is. Oh, what is it called? Artistry Blooms, or artist. Let me just make sure I'm telling the right thing. Yes, Artistry Bloom sequence from the annual catalog. Now this guy, I used the Stamparatus to stamp him, but I wanted to look more like a silhouette because the sun's over there and we're on this side of him, the sun's setting. So I ended up filling that in with, I did some of it with, I started with the Stampin' Blends, but I ended up using, because it wasn't as, the thing wasn't as thin as I wanted, so I did use the, this marker, the Stampin' Right marker, because of this end that's so fine, just so I could kind of go around the edge and make it a little bit cleaner, okay? And the white on there, I used one of our chalk markers for that. Okay, so, all right, so let me see what I've got here, because I did bring in a few different things I wanted to try, so we'll get going to see what I can get done here, because I don't want to, I'm going to try to not make it be too long if I can. One of the things I did think about was I wanted to, let me just see. I think I'm going to do this one. I wanted to, and that one I'm probably going to end up trimming that down a little bit because it's, yeah, it's a little bigger than I really wanted or needed, but I'm going to start with that and then I'll probably trim it down a little bit because I wanted to do something with the wave on here. Okay, so there's that. Let me, what's this? Well, here we go. I wanted just to have a piece of scrap paper so that we can try and keep this a little bit cleaner, just so we can, just so it doesn't look like a mess when I'm all done. So what I was going to show you, because on the first, what did I do, the cards? This card, you can see there's two colors on there. This one, it didn't work quite as well, but because the one color I used first was darker. So, okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the Coastal Cabana, and then I'm going to get the Pacific Point Stampin' Right marker. Okay, and then I'm going to ink this up pretty well with the Coastal Cabana. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to do thumping, what they call thumping, where you just kind of do this different places, just kind of randomly around it. And hopefully you can see that it's making little marks of that other blue on it. See if I can do it with my left hand here a little bit too, so I can get it from the, easier probably to turn the stamp around, right? Okay, and then if it takes too long, you can like breathe on it, like the noise, you know. And what I did on the cards I did is that I wanted to make sure, I didn't want white along the edges, so I made sure that it went over the sides and down below the bottom. And this one, as I said, I found this handy dandy little thing. It looks like one of those hockey, like the thing for air hockey that you push the puck around with. I got this at a stamp show, and really more to use with my Stamparatus, because sometimes it's hard to get even pressures. Okay, so there's that. Oh, it didn't go below as far as but it's still good. It's where I want it. And you can see on here now, it's got the two tones right there. And the center part doesn't have anything in it. If you look there, see, it's all open. Whoop. Okay. Then on this one, I was thinking I might, oh, that was, I think I need this one if I'm going to do it. I did the two different styles of waves, and I did one in the Night of Navy, which should be more like that, I guess. And then I did one in the Coastal Cabana. Okay. See, I'm going to put the Night of Navy. If I'm going to add this, I think it's going to be the Night of Navy. You just do it over a little more like that. Okay, now I could have used our adhesive sheets on the back, and I didn't even think about it, to be honest. I should have, because it would have made it a little bit easier. There's a couple things you can do to glue that on there. Okay, so on my other ones, I just didn't, that's as far as I went with, I just stamped it. Okay, so there's a couple things you can do. You can just put tiny dots on the back, or the other thing you can do is put like a blob of your glue there, and take, which I had some others somewhere, but of course they're not right here now. I've been trying to clean up and rearrange my room, but you can take like a piece of sponge. We have sponges, they're round, and this was like, I cut it in six pieces. Okay, so this is the one we're going to use. So if you just do like this on the back and don't move it, okay, until you get it up, and then it stuck to my finger, so it did move a little. But if you can just keep it flat, and you shouldn't get any glue on the front of it. I might have got some because I moved it, but all right, let me just see here. And got a little bit of glue on my thumb anyway, so it kind of, so I don't know if that's the best, but I don't know if I got any right behind that one dip there. And then later this, I can get, this will like come right, see, it comes right off. It doesn't stick on there. But for right now, I'm just going to do this. Okay. So there's that. Oh, and I'm going to have to trim it down a little, but that's all right. Now, where's my, right here, I'm going to wipe my fingers off with, since I got the glue, got glue on my fingers doing it that way, which is all right. I just want to wipe them off. Okay. So there's that. And I think I'm going to, where's the correct one here? I'm going to put a little bit of blue on there, and the only thing is, I was trying to think earlier, what are all the blues I might want? Hold on a second. So I think I want Balmy Blue. And of course I hadn't brought it over because it wasn't in this palette. But, whoops, try and get my microphone back on it. Got a long cord on it, but not quite long enough, I don't think, to have reached over there. And I didn't want to knock everything on the floor. I did that one time. That was not cool. Okay, and I just want to do a little bit. Make the sky just a little bit this light blue. If you wanted, you could do clouds. I had to get a little blue on but there we go. And if you see when you first put it on, it does that. So it's good to do it on your scrap paper. Okay. There. So it's got a little bit of blue in the sky. All right, and then I am going to trim this down a little because it's bigger than what I want. So I'm going to put this, I think, I want it on there, but let me just see. See if I can trim that down a little so you can see some of that around the edge. You could just put this on. If I wanted, I could put a piece of the other blue around it, but let me just see here. I'm going to trim, and that's over the edge a little anyway, so let me just do that and do a little on this side. So what does that give me? 4 3/4. Okay. Hope I didn't quite, oh yes it did, I see. Oh, for some reason 4 3/4. Let me try that again. Maybe because there was more than one layer. There, that's better. So that's kind of cool looking, huh? So if it was 5, it'd be 5 3/4. So that's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off here. So that gives me a little more. Let me just see, which of these colors do I like it on better? Do I like it better on? It's kind of neat, although it's a little, oh, I might like that. Okay, so let me see. This is really, these 3 pieces were all taken from the same paper, just a little different spot. I might want it just a little smaller. This one just a little smaller though. Oh, I thought that's not quite what I do here. Is that? So it feels a little too long top to bottom. All right. I'm going to take another 1/4 inch off this, or an 8. Let me try just an 1/8 of an inch there. An 1/8 of an inch there. And then this is a little bit, 5 1/4 by 4, and it's a little bit longer than 4. So let me just, oh, maybe not. Wait, is it? Did I not? Is this not the right? 5 1/2. Oh, I see. Did I not cut it right? It's a little longer that way. That's why it looked different. Okay. So I did think I made 2 of them, so I think the other one must be there. So I like that part a little better. So you have an even border around. I don't know if you ever sometimes make mistakes with how you cut something, but something that can be easily remedied. I think I do like that. And see, there's the back of this one. It's that lighter color. And I'm just going to use a tape runner here. But you can use whatever you like. A tape runner. You could use glue. You know, whatever your favorite adhesive is, that's what I would say to use. There's that. And I try earlier today when I was working on it, I neglected to make sure this was the way I thought it was, and I had it on upside down. It was opening from the top down. And actually, I think I'm going to put this up because it just feels like it needs that. So I'm going to put dimensionals in the 4 corners and 1 in the middle. Before I take those others off, I just want to make sure that, yeah. Oh, except, you know what? Now that I did that, I think, darn it. Here, wait, let me see if I can get this off for a minute because I want to put a sentiment right over in this area. So I can do, you are totally awesome. Which one do I want? Oh, your strength is an inspiration. I think I'm going to do the totally awesome. I think it'll fit a little better for one thing. And I think I'm going to do it in, do I want to do it in, I don't know if I want Pacific Point or Night of Navy. I knew what I wanted, pretty much what I wanted to do, but then sometimes when it comes to the nitty gritty stuff, even though I overall plan stuff ahead of time, I don't always know exactly what I want. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to audition these colors. So here's and Night of Navy. So let me see, do I want it? And it will look a little different on the blue, but at least gives me, oh, I think I do like that one. I think this one's, yeah, that's too bright. I was just afraid the Night of Navy might be too dark, but I'm glad I did that. See, it doesn't hurt to take an extra little bit of time and just make sure. Okay. There, oh, I guess I got it a little crooked. I wasn't paying attention, but that's all right. It'll work. It'll still be all right. I always say if somebody complains about your card, you know, is critical about the card you give them, then they don't get a card next time. It's not a handmade one, homie. Okay. There. Oh, wow. I think I do really like that. And then I'm going to, where did I put the, oh, right here. Oh my gosh. Looking further afield and it's right next to me. And then I'm going to, I'm going to do this color there. They have like about 3 different sizes, so I'm going to use the darker color. Whoop. There. There. And that is not sticking. I must not have got glue on that. Let me just see. There's still some on here, maybe. If not, I have to put a dot of glue on. Oh, yeah, I think that's, nope. All right. Just very carefully. There's a little bit on the edge there. Can I get it on there? I don't want that to stick up and maybe get caught. It's actually going in there. Actually, that turned out better than I was thinking it might. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty cool. So that's the first time I actually made a card using the die cut of that wave. So I think that is pretty cool, even if I say so myself. All right, so there's that one. Let me clean. Actually, I'm not going to use, wait, I might use this again now that I think about it. So where's my, right here. Like when I know I have my chamois here. Okay. All right. So then I think I wanted to do something with this and the pelican. Just kind of showing you what I talked about before. And okay. Anyway, okay. So what I think, I'm going to do this again. I think I'm going to do it the same way as I did before. The Coastal Cabana. Here, wait, my cord here's in the way. There, in my way, even if you can't see it over there. So I'm Coastal Cabana, and then I'm going to, oh, and I just thought I don't have the Night of Navy over here, do I? The pen, nope. Marker, I mean, nope. So I'm not going to worry about it, because I got thinking, oh, I could have done like that on as well, give us a little more variation. But I am not going to go across the room to get it. I was really working hard today trying to get everything, but it always seems like no matter what, and I think some of it's because when I get creating, then I think, oh wait, what about this? Or oh wait, what about that? And so I don't always, I try to think of everything, but I don't always manage to do that. This one I'm not going to worry quite as much about if it's on all the way down, because I'm going to use a piece of that wood, fake wood that I made. There's this, oop, and I racked it a little, so I hope it turns out okay. Oh, yep, see this one I got up higher, but it's not going to matter because I will trim some of that and hopefully it'll look okay. Here's the other one that I made the other day. Tried to draw some knots in there. I didn't like how it turned out so well. But anyway, so there's that. And I'm going to do this next, I think. Which way do I like it? That's a little wider. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this on and then I'm going to trim it off because then I can see better. So I'm going to take one of these, just put it right along the edge there. And then I'm going to put this one up. So I'm going to want that just up here. I'm going to go a little on either side. There, I got that pretty straight. And there's my, oh, right here. And then I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm going to trim this. I get it all. I got it up a little bit. There. There. Or you can use your scissors too if you want. Okay. So I could have had it, maybe I should have had it up just a little more, but that's okay. It'll work out. It'll still work out. Then what I decided I wanted to try was, I thought, what if I wanted to see how does he look in silhouette. Now can I pull this up because I realized it's got to kind of go down here. Possibly, but I think actually that would be more if I was doing the sunset, which I don't think I'm going to end up doing that one today because I want to show you the diorama. But, of course, I guess I could, right? Because I could still do more like the sunset. So let me just try. Where did I have? That's what I'm going to do. Here's the sun. Because then the dock probably should be black then too, huh? But, oh well, I'm going to leave it this way. And if, where did I, here it is. I want to start with this. Now this is from, oh, this is from the Mountain Air one, actually, the sun. I'm going to put it right here. There. And then I'm going to take some of these other colors. There's the yellow. So let me start out with, yeah, do a little bit of yellow around here. Open, say I should have done it off there because I got a little bit of a spot. Okay, so there's that one. Kind of my yellows and oranges on the same. And then I'm going to try a little bit of the, I'm not sure if I really want the petal pink or not, but that's what we're going to try it. Yeah. Just a little bit of this around. Oopsie, and I got the, should have done it here. And I got a little bit of that smushed down there. Let me just see, maybe. And then I'm going to do a little bit with a Calypso Coral and see if I can kind of help that a little bit more. Maybe I can and maybe I can't. But I haven't. And then I'm also wanted to try something. Okay, then the other thing I thought I might try, I think I'm going to try it with the yellow. I may need a darker color. Where did I put that stamp set? It's right here. Let me see how this is. And and that's going to have to go on. Did I use the, oh, this one. I'm going to start off at least with the yellow here. Now, I just want to see, how does this look? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to, what size might that be? There's my, how big, whoops, as I knocked my lamp. That's not good, Sonia. This is about, yeah, an inch. That's what I was thinking. So here's my 1 inch. I'm going to take my Post-it note and the sticky side here. Whoop. Put in right here so I can stick that down. Hope I didn't punch it out very good, did I? Let me try again because I was hurrying. Now, why are you not? All right, where's my scissors? For some reason, it's not doing a very good job there. Okay, there's the sticky side. Maybe because it's sticky, I don't know. Haven't had that quite like that before, but there we go. I'm going to get some aluminum foil and cut through it, see if I can make it cut better. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, and then I want to do, and it's just a light, a light yellow. Oh, it's not sticking, but it's not. And kind of like this. And I'm going to do, hope it didn't, oh, because that's there. Came with me instead of staying where I wanted it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do it twice. That way. And that way. Just to give some rays out from there. Oh, look at that. Now I messed that up. Let me try this again. Because I ended up putting it down there. Well, anyway. The rays went down there. Where's my... Let me just see here. This is light daffodil. Let me see if I can kind of smooth it out so it doesn't really look like... Sometimes there's different ways that you can, well, it's good enough. I know what else I can do that will help disguise it, but not yet. Then it also has these, and I'm going to try that. It's going to go on this one. Oh, and I'm going to do that on this. And I forgot to put this on, but so far so good. There. Nope, wrong way. This one. Now let me see. It's right there. Okay, that's good enough. All right. Oh, I don't know. I think I want, it's not looking quite the way I want it. Right there. That's a little better. I don't want it. I want it to look like it. Okay, that may be better. All right. Good enough. There's that. And that maybe I should have done the pink and the petal pink, but I don't know if it would have really shown up. But anyway, oh well. Just try. You know what? I haven't done that before. I'm just trying it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it again, right? Okay. So there's that. And what else did I want to do? There was, oh, I know. I was thinking, now one of the things, I was having a hard time inking these up with the ink pad. I was always getting on like around the bird, not just the bird, but more on, and I was getting a lot of, it's not really flying on the sun, as you know, but just in front of the sun. And the third one there. Whoop. So this is what I kind of do when, if I don't, I guess I got to do it this end. There. There's that. And what one do I want to say for this? And do I want to put the pelican? Do I want him? Is he going to look okay in black? 'Cause the sun's there. Maybe, maybe not, because the dock. Yeah, I'm just going to do it this way and just and I'm going to do this in black like I did the birds, I guess. Hopefully it's going to look okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not stamping straight today. Oh well. And then this one, whoop, I'm going to put this. I want it on this color. Let me just see, what do I like it on? Oh, maybe, I don't think so. I think that's, whoop, it's too blue or something. Where's my other colors here? I've got some other colors. Maybe one of these. Do I want it on? Oh, I think I kind of like it on that. Let me just see. The only other thing would be if I did it like this, but I don't. Actually, I think I do like that. So what I need is, do I have another? All right, I'm just going to trim this into a layer instead of a card base. Oh my gosh, my whole thing's falling apart here. Maybe I'm not, because I think my... Oh, here's one. All right. I've been having troubles with this lately. I'm going to get a new one because I'm having some difficulties with this one. So I'm going to make this. Let me just make sure this is what I think it is. Yeah, 5 by 3 3/4. So this is going to be, I'm going to trim this down to 5 1/4. This is already 5. Oh my goodness. 5 1/4. It's 5 1/2 right now. I'm going to trim it down to 5 1/4. And for some reason, this does not want to stay on there. 5 1/4. Oh, I did that the wrong way. That's should be 4. Oh my gosh. Well, 4 and 5 1/4 this way. That's what I get for allowing myself to get a little bit rattled here by this. Whoop. I'm going to put that there. It wants to fall out. Okay. And, oh my goodness, this is going longer than I meant it to. Okay. Whoop. Great. I don't know what. It was suddenly. No, that's not near the end. Okay. There's that. And this. Okay, and I do think I'm going to put the artistry blooms on here just because it's got reds and yellows and oranges in it. So I'm going to try the yellows for a little bit. Maybe too much. We'll see. Let me try one. I have right here these smaller ones. There. Whew. Put these back in my little holder here before I make a bigger mess. All right, so there's that. All right. And then the other one I wanted to show you these to the side because I'm not going to use those again right now. So there's that. Sorry. So you can see that. Okay, so then I was going to also, hoping anyway, to do, even if I don't put it totally together here, just to kind of show you. Here's this. This one's a blue one. So here I cut, using the diorama, I cut that out. So here's another one where I just cut the white vellum out like I did on the one, but I'm going to show this one. And I think I am going to put this on here. We'll see in a minute if I really want that. So then that, this is what I did with the other one, is that first of all, I just kind of made sure I put this, tried to make sure looks like it's, moved. I wanted to be sure that it looks like it's about, even border all the way around. And then, sometimes as this goes on, better if you, it's upside down. No wonder it doesn't want to. Okay. And something about having this underneath. Okay. Seems to help it. Here, wait a minute. I got too much stuff here. I can barely see what I'm doing, let alone you see what I'm doing. So I'll move some of this extra stuff to the side. This one I need. And I need, oh great, what did I do with the little part that I cut out? I just had it. Oh, is this it? That's it. I had it upside down and it's yellow. It's on the back. Okay. So let's try this again. So this doesn't have any glue on it at this point, okay? I'm just going to set it down, try and have a good, like the border the way I want it around, and then put that inside there, and that's going to stick. Take this off. Okay, so here we've got that part. And you could just leave it like that if you don't want the outside on it. I'm going to show you what I then did with this. So I started out, whoa, that and this I want. And oh, I also wanted the Sahara Sand. Okay, I've got some Sahara Sand here, and I'm using this sand from, that may be from the one with the seashells. No, it can't be. It's it's the one with these fish. And I do one this direction, and then turn it around that way. So it's like the thinner part. See, it's like just a little, so this way and this way. That's how I did it. You can do it the way you want, obviously. So just have a little bit of sand there. Then put these over here. And then I did the others. I did our some photopolymer. So then I grabbed my Stampin' Pierce mat just to give me a little better impression, hopefully anyway, and set that right there. Okay. I do have one more little piece here. Maybe I'll put it there. I didn't do this on the other one, but, or do I like it over here? Let me see, here or here? I think maybe here. There. Okay, then I'm going to do some fish. So the bigger fish, and again, this is from Seascape, it's called. This one. These are from the Seascape. And the clear ones are from, well, one was from Friends Are Like Seashells, and the other was from, the other two were from Well Done. So see, I'm really mixing up lots of different stamp sets here. So These don't need that because they're the rubber. And what I did was the Coastal Cabana for this guy, and have him kind of partially in the grass and partially out. Hope I rocked it a little too much, but it'll be okay. Actually, that's what I'll do. Oh no, we'll leave it. And then I took Bermuda Bay, which is it's similar to Coastal Cabana, but it is darker. And I did the School of Fish, like these. And I did some like that. And they are a little darker, but I thought hopefully because they're back further, it'll hopefully add to that. Okay, just kind of like that. And I didn't take out, there's bubbles in that. Do I have it here? Let me see, because I didn't think about the bubbles before. Let me just try that if I can put them on here. I'm going to do it with the lighter one, which if I do this right, maybe it'll, there's that. Here. Okay. So there's that. So I just am making like a little bit of a seascape. And then what I did was I put this over that. And it's about the same size as that. Yes. Let me just try the other. Okay, I was thinking now that I put it on there, I wonder if it's better on here. Not necessarily, because I glued the other down already. Anyway. Well, I'm just going to do this. It may have looked a little better on there, but I'm doing it on here. So this is what I did. Because I want to be a little careful, but I'm going to put some right along the edges because it's going to be hidden by that piece that's over the top. But I just tried to make sure it's very thin on the edge, so it's even over a little bit onto the silicone mat. And I use the silicone mat just because it is, oh, that one might be a little too much, down a little too far. But it's just because it does, now let me make sure I got this right. Okay. Which actually, I think the other one, I put it on here first. So I'm just going to put a little bit here in these corners. Although it's on here, so it probably will be all right, but I just want to make sure now. Let's see, make sure I got that the right direction. I do. And then, I shouldn't have put it on the white, because on the back of the white, I do that so I can end up getting my head in the frame here, I think, because I have to see. There. Okay. Ta-da! There. So it's behind there. Yeah, this one doesn't show up quite as well as... Oh, there it does when you press down. And actually, in person, it does show up a little better than it might on the camera. But, so there's that. And then... I'm just going to say a happy birthday on here. So, what do I want to... So let me see. Happy birthday. I'm going to put it on. Whoop. So I knock everything again. Actually, I'm going to put it, just see before I got some thin pieces here. Just to take it a little bit wider than that, but I was hoping actually that I could use this color. Let me just make sure it looks okay. I have a really thin piece in that. And then I'll just have to trim it down. Not the end of the world, but let me see. I've got in my little, oh, that's not it. All right, that's the thinnest one I have. Sometimes I have thinner, as you can see here. So let me just see, is that gonna, oh yeah, I think I can use that, put that here, and then stamp the happy birthday in the Pacific Point. So let's try it and see if I can find the Pacific Point. It's on the bottom of my stack of, okay. Hopefully I got that about right. Oh, shoot. Turn it over. Let me grab this, clean this off, because I got it on the edge. And of course, here's the chamois. Everything's going to fall here in a minute, I think, behind me. Let me try this again. See if I can. Okay. Whoa. Let me try this again. Oh, I still got, sometimes it feels like, and maybe now because I feel like I'm trying to hurry, so that may be some of it too, but sometimes it feels like no matter what I do, I catch that edge. So let's try this and see if I can get it right this time. Yeah, well, it's crooked. Darn it. Well, that's all right. And I may play around with this a little bit. I'm just going to do this. I want it a little. I don't too often cut freehand because I never get it very straight. But anyway, so there's that. I'm going to redo that. And when I get, so that when you see the picture of it, it'll look better. And actually, I wonder if I would like it even more. Where's my get my bigger shear. Sometimes that helps. Let me try one other thing here. There, that's a little better. There. 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 What about if I do this? Whoops. Like that. I think I like that better, so that's what I think I'm going to do. And I may even pop that up just to give it a little more. So where's my, actually, let me do this because it's wider than this, and I don't want to make too big of a mess if I can help it. I've already made enough of a mess. Where's my, get these, because then I can pick it up better. And maybe get it on. It may also help me putting it on this piece. Oh, nope. There. Oh, sugar pie. It stuck to my finger when I moved my finger. There's that. Now I'm going to take somewhere here. I have some mini dimensionals because I think the other regular size ones might be a little too big on that. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to set this on, and I will add there. So I think just like that. And I'll add a few of the rhinestones. And so when I take the picture, that will be in the, which you'll get to see it. You can see it there. Ta-da! All right. I better stop there. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching me today. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome. Just ask that, you know, be kind. We try to be kind to each other, and what's the word that they call it? Constructive criticism, if that's needed. But, you know, just try to be kind. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it if you do that. Now, on my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, on Friday I do have a fun fold. So I'll do something with fun fold. And it'll be it really will be, I may add some of these others in like I did today, but it'll be focusing on this for the most part. And let me bring up these that I made with you today so you can take one more look at them. What was the other one? Didn't I make another one? Yeah, I did just another. Of course, it's not, because everything's here kind of, oh, it's on the floor. 1 minute. I probably juggled the camera. This one. All right. Whew. So I apologize for juggling the camera there. Okay. So, whew. Thank you again for watching. And I will be back next Wednesday at 7:30 here on YouTube. And I'm on Tuesdays at 10:45 in the morning and Fridays at 1:45 in the afternoon on my Facebook page. Okay, so I hope everyone has a great week. And until we meet again, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.